Hey guys, Alex from 7th Hour Films back again with House of the Dragon. I am well rested. I have my caffeine ready to drink. It is 11 o'clock in the morning as opposed to 8 o'clock at night. We are back. Last week was something, wasn't it? I hope that I was comprehensible at all. I was so tired, man. I was so tired at the end of that. And then, the next day I woke up and spent the entire day flying to Portland. Not my greatest idea ever, but hey, it means we don't have to watch 2 episodes this week. Though there is a slight disappointment because last week, after I finished watching episode 5, I just went to Twitter, as one unfortunately does, and I saw that House of the Dragon was trending, and I was like, ooh, I get to look at all of this now. And last night I went to Twitter, saw House of the Dragon was trending, and I was like, oh, I can't look at this. I can't look at this. It's got spoilers now, so maybe that was the one benefit of watching House of the Dragon pretty much live, was watching people's reactions on Twitter. That was kind of nice. Also, funny enough, last week while I was on vacation, I was just sitting in the hotel room at the end of the day, browsing through channels, and I actually saw that House of the Dragon was on TV, on HBO. They were rerunning episode 5, so I just caught, like, the second half of episode 5 on TV, and I gotta say, it was really nice to watch this show like a normal person, you know, not on a reaction video. I kind of forget what that's like sometimes, to watch TV without being a reactor, you know? So that was kind of nice. Anywho, last week, Regent Aemond has been declared Prince Regent of the realm, as Aegon is... well, he's not Aegon yet, but he's about to be Aegon. Does that pun work? Kinda. Anyway. So yeah, and Rhaenyra is just trying to find something to do. You know, she's trying to figure out what can she do in this war, you know? She will not just sit idly by as men fight a war for her. She wants to be involved. She wants to do something. She wants to lead from the front, you know? And her and Jace were talking about potentially finding new dragon riders for 2 of the big dragons that sleep under Dragonstone. And so they're thinking about going to some of the people with Targaryen blood, but who fell out of the family after a few generations. So yeah. Meanwhile, Corlys has been named Hand of the Queen. He wanted to pass Driftmark to Rhaena, but she said that she is fire and blood, and Driftmark needs to be passed to Salt and Sea. And now, I didn't think of this last episode because I was so, like, brain dead trying to watch the episode late at night. I say late at night, it was 8 o'clock, but I was still tired. So, but I did think of it, and he might pass it to Alan. Might legitimize Alan as his son. So yeah. And other than that, there's also Daemon. Daemon, who accidentally banged his mother in one of his Harrenhal hallucinations. Yeah. Oh, I was looking at the wrong episode. But I still got everything. I was looking at my notes for 2-4, which is why I saw Alan there. And I was like, well, wait, but Alan wasn't in the last episode. I don't think they mentioned him in the last episode. So why would I have put that? But 2-5 is over here on my notes. There's going to be 3 weeks worth of House of the Dragon on this one page. So, anywho, yeah. Is that a good enough recap? I don't know. Why don't we just go ahead? I'm going to down this caffeine because clearly that's the other half that I need. Sleep and caffeine. I didn't have either of those last week, and currently I only have one of those, so I better go get the other half. So why don't we just jump right into this episode of House of the Dragon as I down some caffeine. Here we go. Oh, this is different. Ooh. Is that Sunfire? What the hell? What is this? What was that? That wasn't from last or was it from last episode? I don't know. What was that? I'd have to look at that again. Was that like foreshadowing, like what's going to be here?
Tell my brother we are ready to march. As soon as Prince Aemond is able to join us. On Vhagar.
And until the prince makes...
Well, you're not confident without your security dragon? Why even send an army then? Why not just send Aemon to do everything? What's the point? You coward. Tywin would not approve of this guy.
He dares to summon me.
Oh.
Tell your brother that if he does not deliver his host to Harrenhal with haste, Daemon's dragon will become the least of his worries.
Eh.
Your irritations are justified, Aemon, but it does seem...
I have a task for you as well, Sir Dylan.
He's just not listening to his mother anymore.
Your Grace, if Daemon prevails in the Riverlands, I no longer have the numbers to challenge him. We lost much at Rook's Rest. As you
Oh, look at this power stance he's got.
My uncle is a challenge I welcome. If he dares face me.
Eh. God.
I say we're all agreed.
He thinks his dick is so big because of Vhagar. But Vhagar is the big dick. And Vhagar's a girl anyway.
You served the realm well. At a time of need. That need is ended. You are no longer obliged.
He's kicking his own
It's not a
mother
matter of
out.
obligation, this count. The indignities of your childhood not yet sufficiently been avenged.
Damn. Oh, Allie.
You have the gratitude of the crown.
You really fucked up with these kids. Except Helena. She's pretty cool. She's kind of weird, but there's nothing wrong with a weird girl. Better than a bastard and a bastard. Not in the literal sense, but just that they both suck. And Darren. We don't know about Darren yet.
There is Princess Rhaena.
She has attempted it, alas, but the dragons here would not take her as a rider.
Even Sea Smoke?
Then who could do it?
You.
He has Targaryen blood?
To claim a dragon, you must also be prepared to die.
I well understand the risk, and I accept it with gladness.
To be fair, he is a
I swore to
Kingsguard.
woo my queen with all my strength and to give my blood for hers. That is my oath, Your Grace.
He should have some strength of will. Now the thing is, this is the first one we're seeing, so I'm assuming this is not going to go well. If it did go well, that would be great. But... Hey, Daemon. What are we seeing today? Oh, is he back in the throne room?
Did you say it? The heir for a day. Did you say it?
You can't possibly still be angry about this.
My family was just destroyed.
You should have been at my side.
Is he trying to figure
Instead,
out...
you chose to celebrate your own right.
No, go to him, man.
Open the door! Open the door!
Dream's not over yet.
Please.
Oh. Okay, he's out.
May I be of assistance, Your Grace?
What are you playing at, old man?
I do wonder, Your Grace, if you're getting enough sleep.
Oh, he's finally...
I assure you, your king is on his guard.
Certainly looks like it. Bro, come on, you have to know who's doing this to you. Oh, he's out of here. He's had enough of this place.
If you have any counsel for dealing with the River Lords, I'd be glad of it.
Daemon Targaryen asking for help?
Counsel?
Meh. That's just a fancy way of saying help. The owls.
I need help, Alice.
Do nothing now. In 3 days' time, the winds will shift.
In 3 days. This guy looks like Christian Slater. Ooh. New friends. Hello, new friends. Hold on, let me get a look at this guy. What are you guys trying to do here? Oh, come on. It's been so long.
I've done it.
Don't count your chickens. You counted your chickens! Oh my god, that guy just killed himself. Just to get out of it. Don't count your chickens before they hatch. But why would Rolf not count his chickens?
I wish you to sail with me. As my first mate.
I'm grateful for the offer, my lord. But
We will set course for Sharp Point. Lord Bar Emin wishes to send his nephew aboard as a...
I'm not giving you a chance to
there are more
refuse.
experienced men.
Feasting and merriment for the new Prince Regent. And him always acting so correct. I'll tell you, he's no penny pincher. They were well paid and well fed too. What fish with more fish on the side? Brats of lamb, my love. Mince pies, honey cakes.
Now we're gonna have the French Revolution. You just gotta be careful about how far the French Revolution goes.
I myself, if you recall, was in favour of treating with Lord Mutton to march on Rook's Rest, a more conventional approach. True, not as sensational. His numbers were few, but we may yet retake...
Oh!
It is my fault, I think, that you have forgotten to fear me.
Meh. Damn. Wait, you ever get slapped by a queen? Jeez. Atta girl, Rhaenyra. Don't let them talk to you like that, man.
Every king needs a hand. I'll make it your responsibility.
My prince, it is an honor I've never considered for
Not to serve as hand. You towed to fetch him. Send word to Otto Hightower. My grandsire may be overcautious, but his devotion to his family has never been in doubt.
That is like the best thing Aemond has done.
We'll see it done.
I am happy to report that His Grace the King has regained consciousness this morning, if only for a few moments.
You said there was little hope.
He is stronger than I thought. This morning his breath comes easier. He may yet live, thank the gods.
Not happy news.
Eh. Unfortunately, tonight he will be suffering from multiple stab wounds, specifically in the throat. Some around the chest, though, too. Not a welcome sight. What the hell has been over here?
There is a large dragon in the Vale.
Rumour of it began shortly after the war, ranging more broadly for food. My maester's surmise.
What is it?
It is large and formidable, but alas wild.
A wild dragon in the Vale.
Lord Corlys has chosen to raise you up,
Oh.
to serve alongside him, and yet you still continue this subterfuge.
He constantly shaves his head so nobody sees the white hair.
Oh, you're making us provoking me.
You saved his life, brother. Do you never think about what could be ours? Or yours, anyway. The riches.
Is he also a bastard son of Corlys?
And so you belittle your great opportunity. While me, he ignores.
Meh.
As he always has.
I guess that answers that question.
The sea snake.
He doesn't have the white hair, though. He has always got his hand on that sword.
It was a bold attempt.
Well, he's a teenage boy, I guess it makes sense.
We need Daemon and his dragon.
May I be free for even 1 hour of the constant refrain of Damon, Damon, Damon.
Your Grace. The Lady Massaria.
Word from Damon. Ah. Food. Food on a little boat with a black banner. This dude's not gonna tell anybody. Oh. Food. The people of King's Landing are like the guys in Twister. They're just... Food.
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 Hey!
There is war in the Reach now, Your Grace. House Beesbury has raised arms against the High Tower host. Retribution for their lord's demise.
Oh, was that the dude that Kristen killed randomly? That doesn't narrow it down, does it?
My son Daron. What's he like?
That's a thing to say.
He's stalwart. Clever. As adept with his lute as he is with his sword. And a feature in the fancies of many a young lady, I'll wager.
Aww. He sounds like a great kid. Compared to her other boys.
That's good.
He actually did a good job with Darren. Although...
Kindness is a quality I found lacking in his brothers.
Although I kind of doubt she's even met Darren. Or Viserys, if he did. Look, if you at least got 50% of your children correct, that'll be something. Helena seems to be alright. Darren seems like a nice guy. First 2 tries didn't work out. Oh, there's the dog. I love how much they're using that dog. Other people got food.
Get that food! We're near a ship's. Ships! They came ashore in the middle of the night with gifts from the Queen. She thinks of us even now!
Oh, what a brilliant move, man. Don't worry. The Queen sends you food. The Queen provides where Aemond will not. Oof. It's not a very peaceful thing, but at least people know where it came from. Please don't hurt Helena. I'm kind of iffy on Alicent, honestly. I don't want her to be hurt either, but don't hurt Helena. Oh! Fish to the face!
No!
Oh! Cut that dude's hand off. Oh no. Yeah. These two, I don't think... Okay. Helena didn't deserve this, man.
People will pity you, either behind your back or in your presence. And they will stare at you. Or turn away.
Is this going somewhere, Laris?
And they will underestimate you.
Mm.
And this will be your advantage.
Oh.
No.
You didn't want this, but this is a try to make the most of this thing. Hey, friend. He's helped Alicent. He could. Oh. Meanwhile, in the dream, Viserys. Oh.
Brother. David, she's gone.
Oh. Is that Emma? Is this a... what you should have done?
Now. Sorrowful news from Riverrun, my king.
Oh, joy.
Lord Grover is dead. Our own healer, Alice Rivers, volunteered her renowned skills. She plied her craft, but...
Did she now? The tides will turn in 3 days. You got help. This whole arc has been about the power of friendship, Damon. The power of bonds. God, I wrote down so many notes so fast. Ah. Whose dragon is that? Ah! I think that is Sea Smoke. Did you just want a new black guy? Is that what we're going with? Oh, cool. Wow, it just got dropped into his lap like he always wanted. Maybe not that, but you know.
Damon himself.
He has ever done what suits Damon.
Yeah. He's getting better, though.
He was everything I wanted to be. Carefree.
Cool.
Dangerous.
He's so cool.
A man.
Yeah.
And I was what he wanted. Cherished by my father and made my father's heir. We were halves of a whole.
Yeah.
This world is cold and cruel, and there are few in it who are steadfast. You, I think, are steadfast. You have seen me as worthy, as an equal even. Because of that, I will serve you.
Yeah.
I believe you are meant to be queen.
God, it's only been like 3 episodes, too. Aw, hugs. We're going further than hugs.
He has a rider.
Who?
Impossible to tell from the ground.
The Greens? I don't know who else it could be.
Shall I summon your council?
Go meet him. Go meet him in the air. That'll be fun. I'm sure he's freaking out. Gosh, he's gonna go meet him in the air. Let's go. Later, buddy. There's juice in the fridge. Oh, don't just end there. Dang it. Alright. Next time on Dragon Ball Z. Oh boy. That was a lot. Oh my gosh. So many things. So many things. Rhaenyra just discovered a new part of herself. And there's another dragon rider out there. I guess this brings up the question, of the Greens, who had a dragon? Is it just the boys? Because Aegon had Sunfire, Aemond has Vhagar. I think they've said that Darren has one. Darren has a dragon. I'm assuming Helena does not have a dragon. Is it just the 3 of them, but Darren is somewhere else? Darren is somewhere else, and Sunfire now is dead. So does that just leave them with Vhagar? Well, if you're gonna be left with anything... I guess that's the one to be left with. Oh boy. Alright, so... it is an interesting thing, though, going from, like, quit waiting for something that isn't going to happen. You're just expecting this great thing to be dropped into our laps, you know? And then that's pretty much what happened, except instead of what we were all thinking, which is that Corlys will legitimize Alan, so that he has someone to take Driftmark. Instead, Adam got a dragon, got Sea Smoke. And to be fair, Adam is very similar to Laenor. I mean, both of them have blood from Corlys. The difference was that that's the interesting thing, though, is that the difference is that Laenor had Targaryen blood, the blood of a dragon rider. The Velaryons are not dragon riders, you know? So the fact that Adam does not have he does not have Targaryen blood at all, yet Sea Smoke chose him. But again, I think Sea Smoke genuinely wanted to find someone like Laenor, you know, a young man of similar heritage. It's an interesting thing. It's like, he doesn't care that it's not Targaryen blood, but it is blood similar to his previous half Targaryen rider, you know? Not exactly the same. It's not exactly the same, but yeah, but it reminds him of him. I gotta pee. Alright, I was gonna see if I could get through this discussion without stopping, but I really gotta pee. That was a long episode, so I'll be right back. Okay, I'm back. We're good. Just really had to pee. Alright. Anywho. So yeah, very, very interesting stuff with Adam taking Sea Smoke. And Sea Smoke is pretty big. Like, Sea Smoke, I would imagine, is about as big as, was it Cyrax? Is that the name of, Rhaenyra's dragon? Can I look that up? Rhaenyra and Mysaria's House of the Dragon Kiss explain. I don't care what establishing Rhaenyra as queer means for House of the Dragon. Look, I'm gonna be honest. I don't care. What's your dragon's name? No, it's fine. Cyrax. Okay, I knew it. Cyrax. There we go. Just wanted to find that out. Look, yeah. What does it mean that Rhaenyra and Mysaria were gonna bang? It means that she doesn't need to rely on. I don't know. It's like she's had her kids, now she can have her fun. You know. I don't know. It's fine. It's all fine. I'm trying to look up her dragon's name. You know. Anyway. Cyrax. So yeah, Sea Smoke is about as big as Cyrax, I think. So the two of them, I mean, now neither Sea Smoke nor Cyrax are as big as Meleys. Though I think they said that Cyrax is as fast as Meleys was. So could the two of them take on Vhagar? That's pretty much where we are, is we are leading to a fight with Vhagar. That's the only place this war really goes, you know? And can they defeat Vhagar without losing Rhaenyra? You know? We don't know. Now, okay. I guess the thing is, like, we don't know how power scaling works in this show. And I kind of hate bringing that up, because power scaling in most fiction is kind of useless. It's just, look, whatever the story is, just kind of go for it, you know? Like, it's like, oh, do we need to figure out the exact power levels of Goku and Frieza? No, just watch Goku and Frieza fight or something. You know, it's like something like that. It's like, we don't really need to figure out, like, you know, how many dragons does it take to kill a Vhagar, you know? That's essentially what that... Yeah, that's what the old question of how many people does it take to screw in a light bulb, that's just power scaling, you know? That's exactly what that is just power scaling. So, now, we heard at the beginning of the season that Daemon believed that Caraxes and Meleys could take down Vhagar. The two of them could take him down. Or take her down, take him being Aemon, her being Vhagar. So that's possible. So could Cyrax and Seasmoke take down Vhagar? The problem is both of those dragons are smaller. And Seasmoke does not have an experienced rider now. Now, granted, Seasmoke would never have had a completely experienced dragon rider if, like, Sir Stefan had been able to tame it, you know? But still, the other thing I'm wondering is, I think Sir Stefan had actually done it until the point that he said, "I've done it." Like, as soon as he said that, Seasmoke was like, "Oh, bitch, what did you just say to me? What did you just say? You think you got me? I will tell you. I tell you if you are my rider." That's the thing. It's like, this is not something to have been done. It's if you are chosen. And Seasmoke was he's feeling things out. He's like, I guess I could take this guy. He's alright. Kind of looks like Christian Slater. I guess, I like Christian Slater. I guess we could do this, But then as soon as he heard that, he was like, oh, no. I do not choose you. Instead, I'm going to go find a young black guy. I'm out of here, Like, and they've said recently, like, Seasmoke's, he might be lonely, He legitimately misses Laenor. So he went and found someone who pretty much looks like Laenor, He's like, you remind me a lot of Laenor. I'm going to keep you. Let's see if you hold up, He's certainly willing to try, So yeah, so that's something at least. So they're going to have to train Adam. Poor guy. He's not even a knight. Like, at least Sir Stefan was a knight. I don't know, man. Daemon. At least Daemon seems to be making progress with his Harrenhal dreams, Like, he seems to have finally, like, given in, just be like, alright, what are the lessons you're trying to teach me, And he asked for help. He cannot do this alone. He has now asked for help. Now, whether or not this will bring him back to Rhaenyra, maybe. That would be nice. I mean, he said, like, even if he willed it, Rhaenyra could not be queen, But I don't know. But he asked for help, and Alice helped him. Alice Rivers went over to Grover Tully. She tried to help him, but in the end, it didn't even matter, and he died. So that was interesting. So now he can use Oscar Tully, who, well, yes, a young man, a very young man. The Tullys are the thing that hold the Riverlands together, and if you have an actual Tully by your side, maybe you can get somewhere. So it feels like this is the first time, like, all season, that Team Black has made progress in this war. Like, between Seasmoke getting a new rider, even though that was entirely accidental, Daemon, finally making headway at Harrenhal, and is now, he's asked for help, and now he's getting his help. And he will be able to get the Riverlands through Oscar Tully. And Mysaria's plan to turn the people of King's Landing against Aemond. It's all there. It's all starting to work. Excuse me. All the people of King's Landing, they know who the real monarch is. The one who sends food, the one who provides. Aemon does not provide. He doesn't care, Aemond just wants the war. And he's such a child, He is such a child that is like, he dismisses his mom. It's like, I don't need you, Mom. You know? He doesn't care about this. Like, the only good decision he had was sending for Otto to be his hand, you know? So that's the only thing with Aemond. And Alicent, boy, Alicent is going through some stuff right now. Alicent has finally realized that no one cares about her. Like, she propped herself up really well, you know, and she thought that she was doing the right thing. But now that she has installed a man as king, everyone's kind of leaving her behind. Like, well, she's just the Queen Dowager, you know? Like, we don't need her anymore. Now we have our young men. And when one young man goes, we have another. And if Aemon goes, Aemon doesn't have any children, you know? Like, that's the thing, at least, I guess, is that Aegon and Helena were having children. Like, they've had children for at least a year. Like, so they've been preparing. It's not like they just had children now that Aegon is crowned king, but Aemon has no heirs. In fact, Aemon's first heir is his brother Daeron. And Daeron, we don't even know the guy. We've never even met the guy, and I'm just like, I wonder what he would be like as king. Like, and I like that little moment where Alicent asks, you know, what is my son like? It's like, you don't know. You don't know what your own third son is like, but after seeing Aegon and after seeing Aemond, she is desperate to think, you know, has she screwed everything up? And she has, but that's the thing, it's like, Daeron, thank goodness, you know, while, yes, most likely neglected by both of his parents, I mean, how much he even knew Viserys, we don't even know, but despite being neglected by both of his parents, he was not in King's Landing when that happened, therefore, he was able to, you know, he was able to come out alright, unlike his older brothers, but I just like that moment of her just that it was like a pained smile, basically. A pained smile when she hears that he is kind, you know? He is a kind young man. He's as good with his lute as he is with his sword. He's fun, he's happy, you know? He's a nice guy, and that does help, but she knows deep down that she had nothing to do with that, you know? They just kind of got lucky that, if anything, I would say he probably takes after his father, you know? He may be the one child that actually, I mean, apart from Rhaenyra, that actually takes after Viserys, you know? Who knows? Maybe at the end of this show, maybe it'll be the thing that, like, none of the characters we're seeing are going to take the throne. What if it is Daeron? And then he ushers in the next era of peace. Like, yeah, there was turmoil during that War of Succession, but now the peace of Jaehaerys and Viserys has finally returned with King Daeron. I hope, man. And I mean, that's the thing too. It's like when you see, you know, the people revolting and stuff, it's like throwing the fish at Alicent, that's one thing. It's like, you know, I don't fully think that Alicent deserves some of this, but at the same time, she has made plenty of mistakes over the course of this show. So she's not like innocent or anything. And now she's realizing her mistakes. The one thing though is like when seeing Helena being caught up in all of that, it's like, oh, she doesn't deserve this. Helena absolutely does not deserve this. We have never seen anything. We have never seen her do anything wrong. You know, Helena, like, that's the thing is, you know, when Alicent asks if Daeron is a good person, and, you know, she's so happy that he isn't like his older brothers. But that's the other thing, is that Helena's the same way. You know, like, she's a little quirky, but that's fine. She's not, you know, she's not having bastards that are going into, you know, children fighting rings. And she's not Aemon. a war crazy teenager, basically. Like a boy who has not gotten out of his, edgelord phase, So that's the thing. It's like, Helena's fine. Hey, 50%. I guess that's something. The first two weren't that good. Although I don't know if Helena is older than Aemond. Or if Aemond is older than Helena. I don't really know that. But hey. But you got half of them right, apparently. You got half of them right. Is there anything else? The Vale has a dragon. There's a wild dragon in the Vale, which is interesting. They'll have to talk about that at some point. Where is the Vale exactly? Because they are being sent to Pentos, but Dragonstone is closer. Because Dragonstone is just off the coast, right? Dragonstone is just off the coast of Westeros in the Narrow Sea. Because that's where, when Daenerys crossed the Narrow Sea, that's where she went. And because Stannis was gone by that point, there was no one left in Dragonstone. So, I don't know. I guess the Vale is probably also on the east coast of Westeros. I don't know. I should look at a map at some point, but I won't. I'll just assume it's on the east coast, and you guys will correct me if I'm wrong. So, yeah. That's pretty much it. That's another good episode. I'm curious to see where we're going. I mean, again, it feels like finally Team Black has made progress, Team Black has made progress. So I'm curious to see where this progress will go. But that is basically it. With all of that being said, I'm Alex from 7th Hour Films, and I will see you guys next time. Take care. Alright guys, thanks for watching this video. There's a bunch of links on screen if you want to go click around any of those. There's a playlist with all of my House of the Dragon reactions, as well as another video you can go click on if you want. There's also a subscribe button and a Patreon button on screen, as well as other links in the description if you want to go check out any of those. See you guys later.